Welcome back, my beauty squad. How you been? If you're new, it's your girl Jessica. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down in that corner or in that one, and that you got that bell turned on. That way you get notified for any and every video upload, because your girl uploads daily. Plus I go live every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, and we have loads of fun there. We play with makeup, chit chat, learn new things, just hang out with each other, get to know each other more, and it's just awesome. Make sure you join one and see how you like it. So today I am doing a highly requested video by numerous of my YouTube family members out here, Brenda being one of them. And y'all wanted me to do a full face, kind of break everything down for y'all to let y'all know how I do my routine, why, and what brush I use. So you might want to pause this video, go grab you a snack real fast, get you a drink, a snack, and come right back, because it might be a long one. Like, for me to sit here and describe everything, it's going to take a little bit. So, first and foremost, the most important thing to do to your face, make sure it is clean and that it's hydrated. And my all-time favorite hydrator right now is this Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel Cream for extra dry skin. Like, ever since I've been pregnant, like, my skin has been extra dry, so I use this a lot and it feels really refreshing. But you want to make sure you're working with a clean base. It makes everything else lay down, like, a lot better, so it's not cakey or anything. Also, I wanted to show y'all real fast what I picked up at Walmart. I'm gonna go full red, I guess. Don't know when, but I need to hurry up and do it because my hair looks bad. It's like beyond done. I'm sorry if you hear the kids in the background. I'm about to go beat them up. And also, if you hear weird noises, it's our frogs, because it's been raining like all day, real bad, storming and stuff, and our yard is a little bit flooded, so we have frogs swimming around our yard right now, and they're very loud. But yeah, first things first, make sure your face is clean. Baby, go tell them to be quiet. Make sure it's hydrated, and then you want to go in with primer. I have been using 2 primers right now. Sorry, that's my door. My favorite all-time primer is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I've actually got to get some more. Like, I've hit pan. I've been trying to slack back from it just because I'm so close to pan. But I can't help it. It's really good. It makes your skin look so much more flawless. And then I like to go in with a hydrating primer. I haven't really picked out like one of my favorite hydrating primers right now. I'm just kind of going through the little bitty samples that I've received from Ipsy a while back to kind of get them out the way and pan them out. But right now I'm using the Glow Unicorn Hydrating Primer. And I like to put that down first, so I kind of have a second base of hydration on my face. And then I just go in here with my Poreless Putty Primer, mouthful, right? And my T-zone, and right here on my high cheeks, and anywhere where you have a lot of pigment, like big pores and stuff like that, it's really good to use this because it kind of hides them away. But I went ahead and hydrated my face, so I just got to do the primer. Like I said, it's going to be a pretty long video. So sorry if you're one that don't care for long videos. This ain't going to be one for you. I apologize in advance. But I love to do requested videos for my family members on here. You know, anytime anybody usually asks me for a specific video, I never mind. I just let them know ahead of time if it's going to be a long one or not. And with this putty, you don't really have to use a lot. And I like to press that in to the skin. Like I said, anywhere where I have bigger pores and my nose is like the biggest area in my cheek, top of my cheeks. Yeah, right there at the top of my forehead. And the best way to do that is just to press it in. Sorry, that's Luna. Once that's done, typically you would want to wait for that to sit down for a second. Your primer is always better when it sits for a minute. You also can go in with any setting spray. Most of them are really good for prior use too. And so most of the time I'll go in and I'll just spray my face a little bit. Extra hydration. Like I said, my skin has needed it here lately. So I try to take a little bit more care to it. But like my pores already look a lot better just because of the primer. So if you wanted to do like a no makeup day or very little makeup, you probably could. I'm going to go ahead and do my eyeshadows while I'm letting my primer set down. Because typically this is the routine you would want to do. Most of the time whenever you see a video of mine, I have already did my base just to try to save time. But if you don't know what kind of eyeshadow you're using, or if you're going in with really bold colors, or if it's a brand you're not sure of, your eyes you would like to do first, just because you might have fallout, you might make a boo-boo, especially if you're kind of new at any of these techniques, and it's just a little bit safer. Better safer than sorry. I did go in with the Too Faced Shadow Insurance 24 Hours Non-Crease. I really like this eyeshadow primer. If you're looking for one, it is by Too Faced, and it's not really that affordable. But you can also use concealer. Like I go back and forth all the time, and most of the time I use concealer just because I forget to get my eyeshadow primer. I'm gonna do my brows real fast while that's setting. These youngins, y'all, these youngins. I'm going to throw them out in the water and let them go swimming. They would probably like it. That's the only bad thing about it. And my favorite, how do I put that? My favorite eyebrow pencil is the Ultra Precise Brow Pencil by e.l.f. It's like $2 or $3. Really affordable. I've had this one for a while, for almost 6 months now. Now, mind you, I do go back and forth, and I use different ones just so I don't kind of run out that fast. But I still got quite a bit. And I mean, I don't really have to use a lot when I do my eyebrows, just because they're pretty full already. I'm just kind of correcting my little imperfections. Sorry. Mario's phone. Anything and everything that could interrupt this video is today. It's one of those days. Do y'all see how quiet everything got because he walked in there? Because I guarantee you, they probably thought he was coming in there to get on to him. Like, y'all can't be that quiet. Let me rephrase that. No, they must know he's not in there for that. This is ColourPop Brow Boss Gel in Clear. Very affordable too. I really like this. I've only used it a couple of times so far. So, I mean, I can't go in and say, oh, it's the best. But I like it because it really sets my brows down, picks them up where I want them to. Because my brows are tend to be low. And I like it because it kind of gives them that lift. And the other brow gel that I've been using a lot is the $1 Billion Brow Gel in clear. This right here we had got in our Ipsy, and then we got in a BoxyCharm. But it's really good. I mean, I enjoy it. Don't really matter really what kind you use, as long as it performs the way you want it to, of course. But yeah, I just like to go in after I do my brows, especially if I put my primer down. I'll make sure everything's still patted down. Usually whenever you use a primer instead of a concealer, you don't have to worry about the creasing. But with a concealer, if you do use that as a primer for your eyes, please make sure you go in and pat it down right here where it creases. Because if not, it's going to mess up your eye look. And you don't want to go ahead and start off with a messed up eye look. Today I'm going to use the Still a Big Mama. This is... Which one is this? After Hours. Sorry, I had to look at the box. Ain't she so pretty? Look at my mess on my bed. I've got the brushes that Saria sent me out. I'm going to try to use some of those. And I'll let y'all know whichever one is. And typically what I like to do, I like to go in with a neutral shade all over my lid, kind of to set the primer down. And so that one's going to be this right here. And you just need like a little fluffy brush. Very flexible but fluffy. See right there. And you just brush that all over the lid. Pick a little bit more up. Now on this side. And I just do windshield wiper modes for that. Now I might go in with some of these that I already know that are my ride or dies. So I know that they're going to do what I need them to do. So I'm going to go in with a darker shade. That little, it's like chocolate shade right there. And all I'm going to do is just deepen up this outer corner and bring it into the crease. And I bring my shade up just a tad so you can see it. Because if I look straight at you, my eye crease is pretty deep. And I have slightly hooded eyes unless I go like this. And so in order for you to see the color, I have to bring it up just a tad. And everybody's eyes are different. So depending on the shape of your eyes is how you're going to lay your eyeshadow down. You just kind of got to play with it and, you know, try different ways. Don't be scared to try something new. Because you might come up with a way that you really enjoy. Because if you sit down and you watch 5 tutorials on eyeshadow looks, I guarantee you 4 of them are going to be different, if not 5. So going in with that chocolate shade, I'm going back in with a fluffy brush. This is a little bit more denser. It's like compact, but it's still fluffy. And I really like these. These are very affordable. They are the MSQs, and you can get them off Amazon. You get a 12-pack for like $8, $9. Very, very affordable. I suggest these to anybody. Anybody that's ever asked me for like a good brush set. This is the one I'm always like hollering at. Like, grab these up. My best friend Renee, Beauty and More with Renee, she has the same set and she loves them as well. Like I said, it's something we gravitate. I grab these up probably more than any of my other brushes. I do have a set of Morphe brushes that I haven't really got to play with much. Just because I don't like getting my brushes dirty. I know that sounds weird, but I really don't. Especially when they're a little bit pricier. It's like I don't want to mess them up. But that's what they're made for, so I've got to kind of get out of that part, huh? But I am eventually going to break down and go ahead and use them. And see, with this shade, I bring it in and out, but I go circular motions as well to kind of blend it all out. I like dispersing the color evenly everywhere. As you can tell, like, it's more right here. Now, this side right here, I always have the same problem. It don't matter what shade I use, don't matter what brand I use. I have that little patch right there. It's like a little wrinkle in my eye. And all I do is just pat it down. Basically, just wiggle it up in there to get into that crease. See? And then it's gone. But I just got to pay a little bit more attention to the eye. And if you notice, especially if you play with makeup a lot, you'll notice like your little imperfections, but you'll figure a way around them. And, you know, kind of what makes us different is our little imperfections. So they don't bother me. It's just I gotta figure out how to fix them. And see, I've just deepened up that look. Now what I like to do is go in with a bigger fluffy brush. This is a Fair Brush 35E. And it's just a lot fatter than the one I just had, as you can tell. And I go in with the lightest shade, usually. Just like what I use for my transition. And I bring it over top. And I just blend out those edges really, really good. That way it looks a lot more blended. It makes it look like you took a lot more time blending out your shades. Especially if it's more affordable brand. Not that they're bad, but a lot of them tend to not blend as well as some higher brands. And, I mean, there's even some high-end brands. I haven't tried them all, of course, that don't blend good. And this kind of helps it. It's like a little trick of the trade. Take a little lighter shade. Lighter shade of the palette. As long as it's not like... It's kind of cohesive with the color you're using. It looks about the same, but very lighter. And just brush it over top, and it'll give it that airbrush look. So now that that's done, I need a shimmer. So... I think today I'm going to pick this one right here. It's really pretty. And with shimmers, they're a lot easier with your finger. Just to go in and press it on your eyeball. But if you need to use a brush, or you want to use a brush, or you've got long nails, and you know you're not trying to poke yourself in the eyeball, the brush I would suggest is a flat brush like this. Do you see how flat it is? You want to pick up your shimmer. And some shimmers work really good with the brush being dry. Some you have to spray. Some are just headaches and they don't work at all. That's why I just kind of go in with my finger from the get-go, because they work the best. Like, you see how pigmented that shimmer is with my finger, and then how the brush laid it down. Now, if that's what you want to go in for, like a little lighter look, by all means, you know, you could do it that way, then you could build it up the way you want it. Also, for my inner quarter and brow bone, I will go in with this shade right there. It's very light, but it's like a little shimmer. I use a pencil brush, that's what these are called. And I just pop it right there. And bring it up a little bit. It makes your eye brighter and like more awake effect. I do plan on trying the Fox Eye soon. It looks fun. I've got a couple collabs to get out of the way, and then I want to try that. I'm going to go back in with that brown and just brush it over lightly. My crease area, just to bring that depth back into the look. Just like that. And if you know my videos, y'all know I don't usually do a brown look at all. I'm a more colorful person, but I wanted to do something simple that all of y'all could do. You're not finished with your eyeshadow, but you've got to do your base first before you go put on your eye. So first and foremost, you want to use a foundation that you like. This is my favorite one by MAC. I've really got to go get me some more because it's getting low. And I'm going to cry whenever it runs out. Because this is my all-time favorite foundation. Like I said, the idea of things is to let your primer set. That way it kind of, your foundation grabs onto it a little bit better than going into it, like going ahead while it's still wet. This is why I hate foundations without a pump. Do y'all hear the frogs? Every time I'm quiet, you can hear the frogs. And this sponge is by Beauty Creations. My friend Saria sent it to me. Sorry, y'all. I know them kids are very loud. Usually they behave a lot better than this. I'm not sure what's going on. It's just one of those nights for everybody, I guess. Like I said, and see, if you do your eyeshadow first, you can kind of clean it up. If you've made any like boo-boos outside the area, you can take a makeup wipe, concealer, any of those, really. You kind of have your choice of the matter whenever you're going and you have no product on your face other than, primer. And with a sponge, you want to pounce, not swipe. There's some areas you're going to have no choice but to swipe, like right here in the crease of my eye. But in the most, I like to pounce it in, because if you swipe it, you kind of swipe the makeup away. That's the only thing I don't like about sponges. They absorb so much product. It's crazy. I just haven't skilled the perfection of using brushes for my foundation yet. So with a concealer, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear. And this is in the shade Oatmeal 345. That's what the difference looks like. And I learned from experience, because I've used this once before, a little goes a long ways with this one. And your concealer, you just want to highlight your high points of your face. And then I go back in with a sponge, right up under the eye. Bring it down a little bit. I like to bring it down under my nose. And then I do it right there. Typically anywhere I lay highlighter other than under my eye. And if you don't really have dark circles under your eyes or a lot of redness like I have, you don't really have to do concealer if you don't want to. It's all really preference. There's a lot of makeup steps you can actually skip on and still kind of get the same finish. It really depends on, you know, skin type, what products you used, and all that. Now that I have that done, I want to go in with my contour stick, and I'm using the Believe Beauty. This is a duo. You got the concealer on one side and the contour on the other. I like this concealer too. I always forget to use it. And with your contour, you want to, your contour is to shade out any areas basically you don't want to be seen first. And I do my nose very light-handed, the bottom of it. I gotta chisel out my chin. Then I've learned to go behind my ear. It works better for me. And then I do right here, right below my cheekbone, and then my big old forehead. Don't look at me. You're kind of big anyways. I'm going to try this brush right here that I just got. So we'll see how this works. Oh, no, yeah, this is it. For my nose. And you just want to blend out this product like so. And I go up around my eyebrow just because I watched Brittany Bear. She's a YouTuber. She was showing the tricks of how she contours her nose, and you can really tell the difference. Like it kind of like narrows it down. And this kind of breaks it up, if y'all wonder why I did that part too. And then for the rest, I'm just going to use the sponge and blend it into the hairline, like so. That way you don't have no little empty spots. You don't want streaks everywhere, I promise. A lot of people skip on this altogether. I found it to be very useful for me. I like it. I like the way my makeup looks afterwards. So this is why I do it. Like I said, it's all in preference. Makeup in general is all in preference. And if you're new at it, or even if you're not new at it, just try out a couple new things. See how you like it. Now, if you ever get like this, you see how it's a little streaky? I'm just going to take the sponge that have probably Access foundation on it and blend it. Now, if I didn't have really Access in here or didn't know I had Access in here, I would take a little bit of concealer or a little bit of foundation and just blend it in there. Just to make it a little bit more easier to move around. But do you see how like it's kind of darkened up? It's shaded, not too dark, but it's shaded a little bit. I did under my lip because it makes your lip look a little bit fuller. Y'all see the finished look. Now, setting powder. You either love it or hate it. The idea of setting powder, do not go ham in it. You do not have to go crazy to set your face. I like to use a pointed sponge like this, so I could get right up into my eye. And you just push it down. I always go up under my nose like that. And I kind of bring it down a little bit because I have a smile line and you want to set the makeup so it don't crease. And anywhere you smile or have wrinkles, any of that good stuff, it's going to crease first there. So kind of if you bake it, it's supposed to help prevent it. But like I said, you don't want too much powder. This is just Latte London Straight Air Translucent Powder. Absolutely love it. Then I chisel out my chin right here below where I just put that contour stick. I draw a little line and I leave it. That kind of helps me where I'm going to stop with my bronzer. And I bring it down just a little bit. Didn't mean to put it on my ear. Now I'll take the excess and put it on my forehead and just pounce it in on my nose. Pick up a little bit more. Just because with my nose, I have bigger pores. And then around my lips. I just push it in everywhere else. And then the foot part. Well, playing with makeup in general is fun for me. This is like my little stress reliever. I like to take any fluffy brush. It doesn't matter. The bigger, the fluffier, the better it is for me. And I just dust away the excess. Just like so. And then I brush it the rest away from the face. Just so you don't need, like I said, you don't need too much powder. Whatever you did to set it, it's probably already there. So the excess you could just brush away. And then get the neck. Ta-da! See. Okay, so I've got my Becca Chloe palette. Absolutely love this bronzer right here. Okay, so, oh yeah, okay. Also, you can set powder down with a brush, a flat brush like this, like a kabuki brush, and just tap it in, like so. Tap, and then brush it all the way. Now, this side is supposed to be for like contour, so we're about to check it out. Ooh, that actually works really good. Okay, so do you see the difference on this side, how it's kind of shadowed out now compared to this one? Because of that little bit of bronzer. Like, bronzer to me is miracle. Like, it's the miracle makeup. It's kind of where the magic starts happening, is where you add color and dimension to your face. And you want to bronze up typically wherever you put the contour down. If you didn't contour, just shade out any areas. Like I said, you want to be pushed away from your face. Because when you look at somebody, you look and you see the high points first, and then everything else kind of goes backwards. And that's kind of what the illusion you're giving right now, is everything going backwards. And then you want to do the double chin, or in my case, the triple. When you shade it out, you kind of hide it a little bit. As you can tell, it's not as noticeable as it was to begin with. That actually worked really good, guys. Just FYI. Now with the nose, you want to go in with a little bit more precise side. Now this is the side I use for the, the liquid one. This is the shadow, or the bronzer side, the powder. Dust it off. Start up here, go down. Real lightheaded. Do not go full force, because you will regret it. It will be hard to blend, guys. I'm telling you. And then once you kind of got your line set, don't go in for no more. I don't go in with no more product. I just blend it all out. Just like so. Now, if it's ever a little bit too harsh, then I like to do it under my lip. Same little brush works really good. If it ever looks too harsh, like, it ain't too bad, but the way I like it, you can go in with a little powder and just brush over top, push it in, and brush it off, and ta-da! I took away that harsh line. Oh, God. And you also take your finger and blend it out a little bit. Blending is your best friend when it comes to makeup, promise. I can't get my nose stopped running. And then I take all that off at the end. But see, can you see the chiseledness? Now for the blush. This is my all-time favorite brush. It is EM Cosmetics. One of my really good friends, Bobby, sent it to me. Bobby Loves Beauty. So pretty. And with blush, you typically want to grab the apples of your cheek. This is your apples of your cheek, and I go back so it goes into the bronzer. Just like so. So I just swirl it on my cheeks and go back. I like to go across my nose. I don't bring up any more product when I go across my nose. Then across my forehead, a little bit on my chin, and then down here just a tad. Now that you got all that done, can I go? Not yet. You need to set it so you can forget it. A really good first spray is a Morphe spray. It's very, like, you can't go wrong with it. It's a continuous spray, so you just got this, and it's there. It is very, very fine mist. If you don't like fine mist, that's fine. There's all different kinds. Elf matte fine mist is really good too. You just kind of got to hold it back a little bit more and let it sit. Now, a good thing to do is let it sit for a second. Air dry it. If you got a little hand fan or whatever, fan it. To go in with your sponge with no product on it and just push everything down into your skin. If you want that long lasting wear, like, just push it all into your skin. Like that. Then you got to do your highlighter. I'm gonna go in with Cookie. This is one of my favorite highlighters of all time. It's by Benefit. You can get these individually, or you can get this palette. This palette is like 60 bucks, but it's well worth it because I literally could use everything in here. Even this, you can use this as eyeshadow if you want to. Like anything that's too dark for you. With your highlighter, you want to go in with a flat brush like that, or let me show you your options for your highlighter. And I just go around my eye. I don't like to bring it up too much because I have a lot of texture right here, and then I like to brush it across my eyebrow like so, down my nose, the tip, and then my little, I think it's Cupid bow right there, and then my chin. Now, for difference in highlighters, you can use big fluffy brushes like this. You can even use a fan brush like this. A fan brush kind of disperses it, but gives you that soft glow with it. Oh, I just poked myself in the eyeball. Use to highlight boob to ah. The fan brush is really good for like your nose and right here, so it's not too much like I just did. But that's easy to fix because you just need to take your powder brush and tame it down if you need to. But I'm gonna make this side batch. But you see how glowy that is? Oh, I love Cookie. Cookie is awesome. And if you want to, you could take your highlighter and literally like highlight underneath your brow. You can do your inner corner with your highlighter. Let me show you how pretty this is. Just take like the tip of it. Oh, you see how like it's just like white, widens my eye look. It makes me look more awake. Now for underneath, let's use this one. See how precise and dense this is? It's kind of like a pencil brush, but it's a little bit bigger. It's really dense. It's not flimsy at all. So it's going, whatever I lay down, it's going to stay like there. I'm going to go in with that chocolate shade that I used on top and kind of bring it in and connect it. Just like that. Tap, 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 tap. And I connect my shades right here, and then I bring it in. Now, if you want your eye to look more awake, don't bring it in all the way, just a little bit. But I kind of like the cat eye effect, so I bring mine in all the way. Tap, 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 tap. Just like that. Now, sorry y'all, my nose, my kids. Today is just, I should have went back to sleep. I want to go in with a lighter shade. I'm going to go in with this shade right here. And kind of airbrush it out. Just like so. Y'all see how like it kind of, I don't know what technically it does for the look, but it makes it look better to me. It kind of brings down the look a little bit. It smokes it out. There we go. Now, whether you want a dark eye look or a like more awake look, depends on what kind of eyeliner you want to do. You can do a white eyeliner and it's going to make your eyes look wider, bigger, brighter. Or if you do a black eyeliner, let me show you with a white eyeliner. Oh, no, that's black. Alright. Like so. Do you see how like it kind of like it makes it pop a little bit more? I need to get me some color eyeliners bad. Hopefully maybe in my next haul. Just like that. And then you take your mascara. I'm going over the Kevlar Quad we just got out of our box charm. I really like the shape of this wad. It's pretty. I swear it is, youngins, y'all. I know a lot of y'all said it don't bother y'all, but it bothers me. Because I don't ask much, but hold on a second. Sorry, I had to go get off some kids. But like I was saying, just take the mascara and brush it along your lashes. Like so. And then down there. Like that. Ta-da. Now, if you want to curl your lashes, you can curl your lashes. By all means, do what makes you feel comfortable, what you like. Like I said, experiment a little bit with it. Try different things out. See what your preference is. You never know what you might like or what you might not like with makeup if you don't try it. Now with lips, I like to do something really simple. I just do nude. Color in my nude lip liner. Like that. And yes, I know I put a line right there. Sometimes I make it a little bit darker. To me, it makes it look more fuller, which is probably me. Now I do have this color, or I have this color. Or I have this color. It's a little bit more brighter. This is the Rare Blonde Kiss Plumping Lip Cream. Really pretty tip to it. Like a peachy nude. Pink nude. Ta-da! And guys, we are done within an hour. Yay! I'm not sure how long it was going to take me to go over all this, but I'm glad it took me less than an hour. Like I said, really simple eye look just to kind of get y'all started. I know this is more or less for one of us going to be the ones that just experiment with makeup. I'm more interested in this video than somebody that knows how to do all this to sit and watch it for an hour. Believe me, I totally understand. Like I said, it's a requested video, and I love doing requested videos. It makes me feel special that I can help y'all out. So yeah, this is my complete look. Let me know in the comments below, how do you like it? Yes, I know, I don't usually do neutrals, but I did it. Stepping out of the comfort zone, just for y'all. Yeah, see how it kind of shadows that out? That's why I just like bring it right there. You don't want it to be too harsh. You don't want any lines on your face to be too harsh. That's like the no-no, big no-no. You want it to be bold and beautiful, but not too rough. You want everything to kind of mold and blend together. Looks a lot more put together. It looks airbrushed. There's a word for it. So, thank y'all so much. If you're still here, thank you, thank you, thank you. I know not many of y'all lasted through the whole thing. Y'all are all a blessing. Hope this helps each and every one of y'all that y'all requested this video. If there's anything else I could help you with, by all means, please reach out to me. Let me know down below in the comments. If it's something you don't really want to share to everybody, DM me over on IG, Makeup with Jessica Vargas, or hit me up on my Gmail, which is jv011018@gmail.com. It's always down below in my description box at the very bottom. You can always email me there. That way we can chat private if you don't have an Instagram. So again, thank y'all for being here this whole time. It's truly amazing. The group of people I have, I am so blessed to have each and every one of y'all. Thank y'all so much. Until the next video, guys. Bye.